to see if either side can pull away. Let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the start of the second half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. It's a tied football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Floyd. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Marino's incompletion on 1st down leads to 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Out of the gun, it's Marino. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. A big play there. 53 yards. And the Colts on one play have taken the lead.
Hey, when you're thinking about your opening drive in the third quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, just sitting back in my chair, let's get eased in, a couple runs. No, boom.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's throw the big shot right now.
Now for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Marino on play action. Forced out to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 52 yards on the ground for him so far. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Floyd, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run the counter. It's Floyd trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Marino here from the gun. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Marino. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 34. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. From the gun, Dill, he finds his man, complete. That's James. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the 1st down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Dill. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Second down at 5.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. 50.
Back to throw. Dill. And that'll be incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
When they need to play on 3rd down, you kind of know what direction the ball's going, but the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of your other receivers can beat us.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive.
And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. From the shotgun, Marino. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Eagles.
Marino off of play action. And this is Floyd, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Marino sets up. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Marino. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I'll tell you, as a defender, you've got to make life as difficult as possible when you're trying to cover a big tight end because you know his catch radius is huge. He's unable to pull that one in, though.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 54 yards away. And no, it doesn't get there. hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too, but it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
A gain of 6 there on first. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw on second down. Dill, he finds his man, complete. It's James. And he's got this down to the 35.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Looking to throw. Dill. And this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And the Colts are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
They'll try again.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other. And
he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look.
Now Marino on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Marino to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Yates. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short game.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They go play action now. Marino. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the 2nd half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Back to throw. Dill. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Touchdown, Colts. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Point after, right. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Marino. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Complete to number 85. A gain of 19 yards. And an Eagle first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Marino will throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Play fake. Here's Marino. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
A gain of 15. First down, Philadelphia.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Yates. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 11-yard line.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Here we go again with Marino. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Marino to throw.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it, running right through him. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. He wanted that end zone. Powerful running, but he couldn't quite get there.
And that's going to really make him upset. And right now, there's no way he's letting a coach take him out of the game. He's going to want the ball again, so he actually does get into the end zone, hopefully on his next carry.
Now it's Marino to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Here's Marino.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
But when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it. Forget the field goal kicker. He doesn't matter.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
So what can Marino do here as he leads his guys up going for 2? They're going to try and run. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Now a handoff looking right. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick here is good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.